Diddy requires something way more than just talent and the look to receive his cosign. After a former industry artist named Jaguar Wright exposed him for requiring a male artist by the name of Christopher Williams to give him a little extra for a record contract. She had walked in on Diddy while Christopher Williams was servicing Diddy.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another reaction on this channel, man. Today we are in tune for another very interesting topic of conversation, okay? Now, in today's video, we're going to be discussing one of hip-hop's gatekeepers. Now, we make mention of this topic on this channel several times in the past, but I've never quite defined it for you guys. So I pulled up a link here on Google, literally just typed in gatekeeper. And this is what it's defined as. A gatekeeper is a person who controls access to something. For example, a city gate or a bouncer. Or more abstractly, controls who is granted access to a category or status. Now, I want y'all to take that definition and apply it to this hip-hop industry. And be mindful of everything that I've said in the past on how different artists and celebrities have to go through various initiation practices before acquiring their level of riches and fame. This is something that most artists have to go through. And we've seen it on this channel where people have to go through homosexual activity, like Lil Nas X, for example, have to do certain satanic rituals, such as Eminem and a lot of other artists, like Machine Gun Kelly or even Tekashi 6ix9ine, who go through satanic rituals or literally a sacrifice. A lot of these artists are put through these different rituals to get granted access to their fame and their success by these gatekeepers. These are the people who literally dictate who makes it and who doesn't make it, because guess what? Just the same way that people are actually willing to go through these initiation processes to get to their fame is the same way that if you're not willing to go through these initiation processes, then your career as an artist, as an actor, as an actress, whatever it is you aspire to do, your career in that is over. And that is based on the foundation of these gatekeepers' rules. Now, we're about to hop into this video right here about P. Diddy to learn a little bit more. Make sure you guys do leave a like down below and subscribe. Without further ado, man, let's hop right into it.
So it's important to acknowledge that Diddy's success came at the price of a loss. In order for Diddy to rise, Biggie had to fall. Just like so many others who make it big in hip-hop, Diddy showed signs early on of taking the oath. Diddy, like the rest of the Masonic puppets, can be seen doing the Masonic all-seeing eye symbolism. Kanye West also recently blasted Diddy, calling him an industry handler. Kanye openly said Diddy was working for the elite who run the industry and was trying to convince him to stop speaking out about the industry practices. Kanye accused Diddy of being a mouthpiece for the elite, and he said that they were trying to use Diddy to silence him.
What did I say? It says, send me an address and stop playing these internet games and feel threatened. You'll be fine. Just love. This ain't a game. I'm going to use you as an example to show the Jewish people that told you to call me, wow, that no one can threaten me or influence me. I told you this was a war. Now go and get you some business. What? Come on, Kanye.
Being a mouthpiece for the elite.
Fix that vocabulary, Kanye.
Trying to use Diddy to silence him. What's interesting is that Diddy only became the executive he is today after Biggie passed, something that I find suspicious.
Sacrifice?
Many people believe that Biggie might have actually been set up by Diddy himself. See, Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, revealed some very interesting information when it comes to Biggie. Gene said on Vlad TV and on other platforms that Diddy didn't care if something happened to Biggie because Diddy knew Biggie wasn't going to re-sign to Bad Boy. Right before Biggie passed, it was rumored that Biggie was offered millions of dollars by a different record label, and he was going to leave Bad Boy to sign that deal. Biggie was going to give Diddy one album and was going to leave Diddy behind, and I believe Diddy wasn't too happy about that. It's also important to note that Diddy has come out and said before that he feels guilty for what happened to Biggie. Diddy was the one who instructed Biggie to go to LA in the first place. Strangely, Biggie's last project was called Ready to Die, as if he knew it was going to happen. In my opinion, what I honestly think happened after looking into it is that Diddy set up Biggie to go to LA in order to get rid of him. Diddy saw an opportunity to make Biggie's last project huge, and he took it. He owned all of Biggie's catalog, and once he passed, he was able to capitalize off of it. A technique that is still being used to this very day. It wasn't long after Diddy started getting massive power in the industry that rumors started to circulate about his behavior. Many different stories have been spreading around about Diddy that all point to the same alleged behavior and explains what he is charging as admission into the industry. We have spoken about Diddy's behavior in the past, but more and more information just keeps on coming out, proving
This is what I was saying in the beginning, man. P. Diddy has been known, bro. Like, this is not, we've made videos about this in the past, but P. Diddy has been known, you know what I'm saying, to play with butts and shit like that. Like he's been known for that, bro. Same way Birdman Young Money, Cash Money was controlled by Birdman. Think of all of the artists that came from Birdman. Lil Wayne, Tyga, Nicki Minaj, even Drake. All of those people were literally funneled through Birdman under Cash Money or Young Money, Cash Money Records, okay? Bro, there have literally been clips of Birdman kissing men on the lips, like what's good, daddy? You know what I'm saying? Like, on some, that's a little abnormal to me. And P. Diddy has been exposed for doing the same thing.
Rumors must be true. According to many artists and people who are in the industry, allegedly, Diddy requires something way more than just talent and the look to receive his cosign. Diddy wants artists to give it up to him for his cosign.
Yeah.
Allegedly, he requires male artists to give themselves to him in order to sign them or give them an opportunity. Like we spoke about before, these allegations started to really spread about Diddy after a former industry artist named Jaguar Wright exposed him for requiring a male artist by the name of Christopher Williams to give him a little extra for a record contract.
Wow.
Jaguar Wright claimed that one of Diddy's former entertainment lawyers told her she had walked in on Diddy while Christopher Williams was servicing Diddy. Jaguar...
I gotta react to this video. That's not funny. A lot of these people and the artists are, you know what I'm saying, in the industry are a little down low, but I gotta react to this video. She over here exposing, okay.
Claims that the lawyer told her that Diddy approached her about what she saw and told her that he does what he wants and fired her. Diddy has never publicly responded to these allegations, and I'm pretty sure I know why. Jaguar also claims that Diddy had something to do with the passing of his former partners, a part of Uptown Records. She recently did an interview where she brought up an interesting point when she said all the founders of Uptown Records mysteriously passed except for Diddy and I'll Be Sure. And strangely, I'll Be Sure was in a hospital in a coma for months.
I'm sorry, I'm a little upset about it because Al Be Sure just came out his coma. I've been talking to Al, we've been texting back and forth, and I'm just glad that he's alive to text. But when you think about Kim, I was thinking to myself the other day, Uptown Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, Al Be Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee. He was there from the very beginning. She's Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting? Heavy D was found face down in the heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia.
Another person who came out and exposed Diddy
crazy,
was
bro.
one of his former bodyguards who told a strange story about Diddy and Ja Rule.
That's crazy, bro.
Diddy's bodyguard told the story of how he recalls a time he was out shopping with Diddy and Diddy decided to go to an adult toy store. His bodyguard then claims he witnessed Diddy purchase adult toys that are specifically designed for women. The bodyguard claims that he asked Diddy what was those toys for, with Diddy responding to him, let him do his shopping by himself. His bodyguard explains that Diddy would just prepay for what he wanted by giving the store a brown bag full of money. The employees would discreetly bag the items Diddy chose so no one would know what he was buying. Diddy's bodyguard then claims that Diddy would later meet with Ja Rule and take those toys with them into a room alone where they would stay there for hours. Another person to expose Diddy regarding this type of behavior was Exhibit, who claims Diddy took him to a party where all he saw was a bunch of guy-on-guy activities.
We get to this club and we walk in the back ways.
This is what I was talking about.
Nobody in there. You know, the club is going.
This right here is the clip that we reacted to in the past.
It's all jumping, and then I'm sitting there with old girl. So then, you know, he's doing his business. We go down and get a drink. You know, we sitting there vibing to the music, and then she point over the corner. It's 2 dudes kissing. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, then it's girls in the club too. And then she point another direction. It's another dude over there like.
50 Cent also claims that Diddy tried to do the same thing to him. 50 Cent claims that Diddy would often ask him to hang out, but he always refused. 50 even claims that one time Diddy even offered to take him shopping and pay for it. Like 50 was a girl he was trying to impress.
We saw this too.
Puff was like, like first he was amping him to get stopped. Then he was like, yo, when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we can hang out. We gotta kick it. Puff. Okay. He telling me we gotta kick it, and he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or something? I mean, like I pay for it. I was just saying. It's just a little fruit. Puff is a fruit pie. It's a fruit pie.
Another person who told an interesting story about their time with Diddy was no other than megastar Usher, who was only 13 when he was sent to live with Diddy to learn the industry.
When too many coincidences line up, I don't know. Listen, All of these artists coming out saying the same thing about Diddy. I already told you about what goes on in these Hollywood parties, but to see the commonality in Diddy's party specifically is a little concerning, my boy. A little concerning. This shit is crazy to me. I mean, it's really not crazy. It's expected. It's pretty much understood, but it's like, bro, that's wild.
He said out of his own mouth he saw things that he didn't understand at such a young age at Diddy's parties. All this behavior points to a clear picture of what Diddy is into. We know those in the industry have their eyes wide shut theme parties where everything goes. And now we know who's the person hosting these parties. In my opinion, the rumors seem to be true. Diddy requires artists to give themselves to him in order to give the artist a cosign. I don't think so many different people will accuse Diddy of doing the same thing if he wasn't truly doing it. Something I also found interesting was the fact that Nori decided to sign over with Diddy's Revolt TV for his Drink Champs podcast. The reason I feel this is interesting is because of the fact that Nori had an interview with Vlad a while back where he spoke about the 3 doors in hip-hop. He said, in the music industry, there's 3 doors. 2 of them lead to success and 1 of them lead to failure. He explained that one of the doors was the independent route, where the artist will most likely never make it mainstream. Then he said that there's a second door where the artist has to compromise themselves and sell themselves like they do with Diddy. And the third door was where he claimed it was an Illuminati initiation. Nori claims he never made it because he chose the independent door. Fast forward some years later, Nori is now under Diddy, and we know exactly what door he took. In my opinion, it appears that Nori definitely chose to sell out and take the compromising door in order to have a success in the industry. Diddy was even featured on an episode of Drink Champs where he calls Nori daddy a few times.
Yeah, I love this Drink Champs. I like when you like this, daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping. Mr. Lee. Yeah, I love this Drink Champs.
Yo, my guy was like, what? Hold up, what? What did you just call him? Bro, I don't care even this as a joke. I know like people like Aiden Ross, like YouTuber influencers type shit joke like this. It's not really a joking matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't go to my friends and be like, hey babe. Like my nigga friends, I don't go, hey babe, or hey, it was good, bro. It was good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, daddy, what is this, bro? What kind of
line also believe Diddy has something to do with what happened to his ex-partner Kim Porter.
Yeah.
Kim Porter and Diddy dated from the 90s to the early 2000s. When they decided to split up, Kim and Diddy had a child together before they split up. And in 2018, Kim Porter passed away out of nowhere due to pneumonia. Back in 2020, I'll Be Sure, a former boyfriend to Kim Porter, came out and revealed some very interesting information about Kim Porter's passing. According to Albie, Kim Porter didn't pass because of pneumonia, but instead she was taken out by Diddy. I'll Be Sure claims Kim was going to expose Diddy for what he was known to do to artists in the industry, even threatening to reveal footage of Diddy in the act. Albie claims that Kim was on the run from Diddy as she was trying to escape his wrath, but sadly couldn't. Apparently, Kim has tons of dirt on Diddy and was using it to save herself until that didn't work anymore. Who knows what Kim must have seen while being with Diddy? In my opinion, Diddy wasn't going to allow her to confirm the rumors that everybody already believe about him. We must understand why Diddy requires this for his cosign, as those who are above Diddy require this from Diddy himself. Those who run the industry are occultists who see themselves as gods. This is Diddy's way of flexing his power and showing that he is a god and that he can have whatever he wants. This is the price of admission for the industry. This is what you gotta give Diddy if you want to be a star. So many people have exposed Diddy, and Diddy never seems to respond to any of it. No one does anything because Diddy is a gatekeeper, and he is protected by the elite who are above him. Diddy isn't the only one who operates this way. He is just the one who's being exposed. All the gatekeepers partake in the same behavior. So many of the biggest stars in...
Here we go. Hey, here we go. Bro, I have to do a whole entire video on Jay-Z. Rock Nation, the Illuminati sign is his logo. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Have been to Diddy's parties and have paid the toll to have Diddy's cosign. This is what the music industry is about. This is the wickedness that runs it. Well, like I always say, we must...
Man, I'm in this video right here. I feel like it's clear as day. It's very true. It's truly apparent to see what really goes on in the industry. Well, all of these people who are a part of the industry coming out and saying these things about Diddy, these are not normal people like me or this channel. The truth is, it's not even us. These are people in the industry saying these things, bro. First-hand accounts. This is not even fabricated conspiracies. People are coming out and saying it. Listen, man. I'm gonna end this video right here. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe. I'm gonna catch y'all next one, man. Peace.